Portugal. I wanted to share this wonderful view with you. You can see the sea from my apartment, which is absolutely amazing. And down there's a cafe where in the evening musicians play, which creates an amazing atmosphere. But it's too loud, that's why we need to move now. In this video, I wanted to show you some parts of Lisbon, which is a wonderful city, and I wanted to share some of my productivity hacks with you. As I'm now traveling, it is super crucial for me to have a productive routine during the day and develop some habits how I stay on track to do all my work and can enjoy my life and can enjoy the wonderful city. Even if you aren't traveling, you can still apply these hacks for your life in order to improve it. Number 1, morning walks. It's something I already introduced in Cambridge because I realized that I feel so much better when I walk a lot, and especially if I start in the morning. If you look at morning routines of many successful people, they meditate in the morning. I have tried meditating, I have tried it several times. I think I'm not really the type for meditation, maybe not yet, maybe it will change in the future. But morning walks have for me this really meditative function because I feel so great and so awake if I take about 20 to 30 minutes walk just after I wake up. And the crucial thing is to make it to your habit, because if you wake up and first start arguing with yourself, oh, should I go out, but actually I'm lazy, then there's no point doing it. I set my alarm shortly before sunrise so I can be out when the sun is rising, watch it, and get inspired and get into this amazing mood for the entire day. Speaking of walking, now I walk a lot, which means I can eat more, which is absolutely amazing. And actually walking is something that increases your energy expenditure. I already started walking a lot in Cambridge because my lifestyle is usually very sedentary, because I sit in front of my computer the entire day and work, and I've realized how much my energy expenditure decreased, or how low it was when I was trying to cut weight. I had to follow a pretty low calorie diet just because I didn't expend so much energy because I was sitting the entire day. So my another hack is, if you have trouble losing weight, then the first thing I would do is just start walking more if you're sure your diet is on track. Walks are also amazing to take breaks during your work and increase your working productivity. You could, for example, use your lunch break to take a walk. Try not to sit all the time in your office when you have a break. If you have the opportunity, just go out and move. If your goal is to lose weight, this will definitely help you. The working structure that works for me at the moment the best is that I work for 1.5 hours and then take a 20 minutes walk. I started working a lot from cafes because I realized that it makes me so much more productive and increases my productivity, because I often try not to log into internet and just work on the things I need to work, read research papers, creating meal plans, and so on. So I don't have any distractions like Facebook, Instagrams, emails, and it increases my productivity so much. That's also what I would recommend you to do if you want to increase your productivity. And the first and most important thing is switch off all the push notifications from your phone screen. The first step for me was actually that I switched off all the notifications from my phone screen, like all the messages I got from messengers, all the emails that came in, Facebook notifications, Instagram notifications. And then I realized what difference it makes. How much more focused I could work when there isn't anything that is constantly flashing and distracting me or trying to tell me, yeah, look at this, you have a new message. Now I actually went a step further and started a self-experiment. I don't really have a phone at the moment, or at least a phone that has mobile data and the phone number. I terminated my contract and didn't want to get a new one or get a new SIM card, and just try to limit the time I spent on the internet. And this increased my productivity even further, because I don't really need to check Facebook or my emails all the time. It is just something that wastes so much time. It is much more efficient to answer to all the messages and all the emails in big batches, like once or twice a day. If you wonder all the time, where does your time go? There's a high probability that you waste it on social media. Another time saver is that I try to fit my entire food prep into 22 minutes in the morning. When I prepare my breakfast, at the same time I prep my lunch, I prep my dinner and all my snacks. And I usually take them with me because I walk a lot. I realize it makes such a big difference in terms of saving time if you don't use 3 times half an hour to prepare each meal, but just can fit everything into half an hour in the morning. If you're interested how I do it exactly, then I can make a video on it and give you some useful tips how you can save time. As I mentioned, I walk a lot, which is great for my increased energy expenditure. However, the problem is that I kind of find it a pity that I can't really spend this time with educating myself, because I'm totally about self-development and I love learning new things. But I have also a solution to this problem. All the time when I walk, I listen to something. I listen to audiobooks, I listen to lectures, I listen to podcasts, I listen to educational materials. Something that is really interesting for me. The last time I listened a lot to different psychology lectures, psychology books, psychology articles, because I'm really interested in this topic and it makes walking also to a learning experience. I have an Audible account where I download audiobooks on a regular basis. Also, iTunes U is a great source. Also, you can sign up for podcasts of the topics you are interested in. There are so many options. You can just use the free time when you maybe walk, when you go to work, or I also listen to it when I do my meal prep, when I do just stuff at home, when I clean. All the time I try to educate myself and listen to different educational material. If you are not sure how to become more efficient, or where all your time goes, or if you waste time, you can just write everything down. That's how I analyze and optimize my process. Just like I log everything I eat into my FitnessPal, or I used to write everything down or log it into an Excel sheet, one day I wrote everything down in detail, how much time I spent with which activities. For example, my morning walk, how much time I spent with preparing my food, how much time I spent with each meal, how much time I spent with walking around, how much time I spent with work, and. And then it was so easy for me to see where I waste my time. Often these were the things I didn't really enjoy, but just took me so long, like getting ready or prepping my meals. And then I decided to set a timer and make it to kind of a challenge or a game. I have just 22 minutes to prep my meals in the morning and prepare my breakfast. I have 22 minutes for getting ready when I leave the house. I have then 22 minutes to change from one place to the other. If you're curious why these are 22 minutes, just comment below and I will explain it in the next video, why 22 minutes is a magic number for me. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was useful for you, and see you very soon. And yes, I have a sunburn.